Hello everyone, I welcome you to this video. Have you seen this message at any place? Yes, this is the one which regularly we are seeing in the WhatsApp. The WhatsApp is giving guarantee that the messages what we are sending are encrypted. What it means, if you send a message from one WhatsApp to another WhatsApp, then in between nobody else can able to track that one. Cryptography. So this is the term which is used to do encryption and decryption. There is a big story about cryptography. Just one or two lines I will tell. Just to hide informations regarding military secrets, this cryptography has been used earlier. And nowadays, privacy is from data. Since we are using gadgets, we are using so many electronic devices. So sending messages, we need to be secure to avoid cyber crimes. That is the reason this word cryptography is more important in these days. So what it is happening, plain text is the message which we are sending that is encrypted by encryption function and stored as ciphertext. Once again, the ciphertext is decrypted. That means it is nothing but inverse function of encryption to get the original plain text so that the receiver can able to understand what the message is being sent. Suppose we have two persons, person 1 and person 2. Person 1 is sending a hi message to person 2 to WhatsApp. So this message hi is saved in server of WhatsApp. If it is saved as hi, then anybody else in the server can able to take what the message is being sent. So to avoid that one, it should be encrypted and it will be saved as something which we cannot able to interpret. So person 1 is sending hi, and at the server it is stored as something like YWX, and this process is called encryption. Once it is saved as YWX, then the person 2 cannot be able to understand what is YWX. So he wants to read it as the same I. And this can be done by inverse function of encryption, that is nothing but decryption function. And how this is possible, we'll see with a simple example. And how matrices are helpful in cryptography. This comes under Maths lecture series, a video by See Through Maths. First, we will see the conversion between alphabets and numeric. So A, B, C, D, and these are the alphabets named as 1, 2, 3, and so on. So since there are 26 alphabets, we are naming as 1, 2, 3 up to 26. So if there are small alphabets, we can give some different names and so on. For space, we will give 0. This example is a very simple example, so we will take only capital letters from A to Z. Now we will see a problem, how to do encryption as well as decryption. Encrypt the message COVID using the encryption matrix. It is a 3x3 matrix given. Hence, decode the received message using the corresponding matrix. What we want to encrypt is the message COVID with the help of a given matrix. The given matrix is a 3x3 matrix. If it is so, then we want to split the word COVID into few segments such that each segment should contain only 3 alphabets. Because of the encryption matrix is 3x3 matrix, we want to split into segments of 3 elements or 3 alphabets. Okay, but if you see there are 5 alphabets, how we can divide equally? No, we no need to divide it equally. If something is required, for example, in the first segment we will take COV, that means in the second segment we will take ID as well as we include 10, meaning is space, to make it as a segment with 3 elements. Now COVID, so how we are taking it? It is COV as the first segment and ID the second segment. So now I convert this one into numbers. C is nothing but third alphabet, so it is 3. The same way O, it is 15, V 22. The same way I is 9, D as 4, and no letter, but we want a 3 element segment, so we add 10 at the end. So first uncoded row matrix. That means now the COV is nothing but it is a vector, or it is a row matrix 3, 15, 22. and this will be encoded by using the encoding matrix which is given already in the problem, and we will get coded row matrix. 3, 15, 22 is the uncoded row matrix. Then the encoding matrix is 1 minus 1 1, 2 minus 1 0, 1 0 0. So what we want to do now, just multiply these two. Since this is 1 cross 3 and this is 3 cross 3, matrix multiplication is possible. The resultant matrix is 1 cross 3 and we got it. 55 minus 18, 3. So what it means, so the message what we are sending is 3, 15, 22 and it is stored as 55 minus 18, 3 in the server. Even though minus 18, what it is, how it will be stored is another problem. Okay, but with the help of 55 minus 18 and 3 alone, no one can able to interpret what message has been sent. Now, the person who is receiving cannot able to understand this one. What he wants to do, he wants to know what is this one. This is the task. Yes. Now, in the same way, the second segment is ID. What will happen? So, ID is corresponding to 940 and the same matrix, encoding matrix, then multiply, we'll get another row matrix 17 minus 13, 9. Now, the person who received, these are the two segments he received. What he has to do, the same thing reverse. That means if this is given and the encoding matrix is given, we can able to find the uncoded row matrix. So we can do in the same way. So the encoded message is 55 minus 18, 3, 17 minus 13, 9. Now decoding, we want to find the inverse. Since we are familiar with finding inverse of a matrix, that we will do it here. Find the decoding matrix by finding inverse for the encoding matrix. So A is equal to 1 minus 1 1, 2 minus 1 0 1 0 0. This is encoding matrix. Find A inverse, which is easy, which we have already solved, or I will give you the link in which I have already explained how to find A inverse. So with that one, you can able to find the decoding matrix. Now do the same process again. Now we decode the message by post multiplying by A inverse. So now the coded row matrix is 55 minus 18, 3. And the decoding matrix is nothing but A inverse. This is A inverse. Do the same thing, multiply, and you will get the answer 3, 15, 22. Yes, this is the one which we have given input. The same way, second segment, it is 17 minus 13, 9. When you multiply with A inverse, we will get 940. Join both the things and convert these numbers into alphabets to get COVID and the last one is 0. Since it is 0, it is space, just we can leave it. It is equivalent to COVID. And this is the way how we will send messages securely. And this is a very simple example and base of cryptography. But today's cryptography is somewhere huge. And one question I wish to ask you, the message is sent something COVID, but how this matrix should be sent so that also will be secure. If you find the answer, put in the comment box. This is a video by See-Through Max. Subscribe for more videos and click the bell icon nearby to get regular updates. Thank you. See you in the next video. Bye.